Hi, I'm Harley. So today I wanted to review a movie I just saw called The Winchester. Um, it is it was released in other countries under Winchester, the House That Ghost Built, because it is not to be confused with any type of supernatural-esque movie. It does not star Sam and Dean. None of the supernatural life or what is it, supernatural universe comes into this. But it is a supernatural film in that it is about ghosts. So basically, the Winchester Mansion was built by Sarah Winchester. It started as, I believe, an 11-bedroom mansion that she purchased after her husband died in San Jose, California. And after he had passed, she sought advice from a medium because she missed her husband and she just felt that they had unfinished business. And the medium advised her that the ghosts of all of the people who were killed by the Winchester rifle, because that's how they had made their money, was by, she was a shareholder, a majority shareholder of the Winchester Rifle Company after her husband passed, of course. All the ghosts of the people killed by the Winchester rifle were unhappy and coming, not necessarily coming after her, but going to, make her life miserable, basically. So she decided that she would build this house that all the ghosts could live in, and that she would try to appease them that way and make up for the damage that her family had done. So over the next 25 or 30 years, she would build and demolish rooms of this house, and she would build staircases that led to ceilings, doorways that opened into 2 or 3 story drops, windows in the floor. It's really pretty amazing. The first time I read about it or heard about it, I read about it in a book, actually. I was probably maybe 9 or 10. And I really, really just loved ghost stories. Like the scary stories to tell in the dark, those books kind of got me turned on to ghost stories. And from ghost stories, I started reading about the Bermuda Triangle and just, all of this weird random stuff. So the Winchester Mansion came up in all of that. And so I was just really fascinated by the story. And it's really an interesting story. This went on for like 25 or 30 years, I think, that she would do this. And eventually the house covered 6 acres. I don't know how many rooms it has total, but I think it's in the hundreds. It's like 125 or 130 rooms. It's just really, really big. And this movie, it does take some liberties. Obviously, it's, based on a true story, but they do a really good job of kind of describing what her goal was. So this movie just came out this year in 2018. It stars Helen Mirren as Sarah Winchester, Sarah Snook as Marion Winchester, her niece, and then Jason Clarke is Dr. Eric Price. So because Sarah Winchester spent a lot of money, obviously, building this house, I should mention she had construction going on 24/7. It never stopped. It was always happening, morning, noon, and night. It would just continue on and on and on. So that becomes rather expensive, right? So the Winchester company, the minority shareholders, want to have her evaluated for sanity, basically. They want her to stop spending their money. But it's not really even their money. It's her portion of the money that is made. They just think it's a foolish way to spend it. But really, it's her money. Who cares? So they employ Dr. Eric Price, and he is a psychologist meant to determine if Sarah Winchester is competent, basically, if she can still run the company efficiently. Is she able to do these things without, endangering lives and endangering the company and all of this stuff. And basically from there, Dr. Price is a non-believer. He doesn't believe in supernatural anything. He does start out thinking that she's pretty crazy and that he's just going to give the company what it wants, because basically the company, the minority shareholders, have offered to give him a crap ton of money to give them the verdict that they want, which is that she's not competent to run the company. So he goes into it really believing that that's what he's going to do, until weird things start happening to him. And then this is where the part of the movie where it gets probably unrealistic. A lot of these things haven't happened, but I can tell you that the Winchester Mansion is still on the top, I think the top 10, in the top 10 list of places, most haunted places in America, because really weird stuff does just tend to happen there. While it was under construction, there wasn't really a lot of casualties or deaths. I mean, for the time when a lot of construction workers and big projects like this were just expendable. They were just people, because you could pull anybody off the street and give them a hammer and some nails and have them build. They didn't have to have any special training. There wasn't any type of like OSHA that would protect workers. There wasn't really unions or that kind of thing. But ironically, there was not a lot of like deaths like there were in the rest of the country in the building of this mansion. But for some reason, it does seem to attract a lot of supernatural activity, and it's been investigated a lot of times. So, moreover, what I think is the movie did a really good job of just portraying the legend of the Winchesters and exploring the house. Now, I will say that there are some scenes, some shots of the house that I believe are real, but a lot of it, I think, was done on a soundstage, just because I've been there once a long time ago, and it's reminiscent of the original mansion, but it's not what I remember it being. Some things that they did keep, though, there's some, in the beginning, they're kind of going over like a general tour, basically, of the mansion, and there's these stained glass windows. Those are real and from the original house, and they have quotes on them that are Shakespearean quotes that were handpicked by Sarah Winchester. Nobody really knows why, but they're really just kind of odd quotes. They're not famous quotes. They're not, recognizably Shakespearean at any point. So it's just another oddity of the mansion itself, and it's really cool. It made me jump more than a few times, which I love. I mean, if a movie can scare me, that's saying something, because I'm pretty jaded anymore when it comes to scary movies. So I was really impressed with that. I really liked the movie overall. I thought it was really good. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. If you haven't seen it, take a minute, go watch it, and then let me know what you think. Make sure to leave me some comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and make sure to look for me on the other platforms, Xbox Live, Instagram, Twitch, all those things. And I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.